There's a special kind of stupidity we all commit in relationships. It's universal, it's predictable, and it's painfully human. It's when someone waves a red flag the size of a skyscraper, glowing neon, practically screaming for your attention, and you still squint at it like, well, maybe they were just tired. No, they weren't tired. They were showing you exactly who they are. You just didn't want to accept it. Because when you're in love, especially the delusional kind, you don't see people as they are, you see them as you hope they'll someday become. But today, we're done with that. No more excuses, no more mental gymnastics, no more romanticizing what clearly needs to be recognized as a warning sign. Let's talk about the 5 relationship red flags you should never ignore. Red flag number 1. Their words never match their actions. You want to go insane? Date someone whose mouth is giving TED Talk energy while their actions are giving crime scene. They'll say, I'm going to change. I swear I'll do better. Things will be different this time. And you know what the only thing that's different is? The new excuse they came up with. Let me save you years of wasted time. If someone's actions don't match their words, believe the actions. The words are just lullabies to keep you from leaving. Someone who respects you doesn't need reminders. They don't need emotional babysitting. They don't need you to coach them like an unpaid therapist. Consistency isn't a luxury. It's the bare minimum. And if they can't meet the bare minimum, it's not love failing you. It's your hope addiction keeping you stuck. Relationships aren't group projects. If they wanted to, they would. If they don't, you know exactly who's getting played. Red flag number 2. They treat you differently in private versus public. This one should come with a hazard warning. When someone is loving, gentle, affectionate, caring, but only behind closed doors, that's not a partner, that's someone running a PR campaign. Why are they your world in private but a stranger in public? Why do they act proud of you when no one's around, but embarrassed when people are watching? Here's a truth that stings. People who hide you for a reason. People who downplay you for a reason. People who switch up depending on the audience are not choosing you. They're choosing convenience. You deserve someone who claims you boldly, loudly, confidently, not someone who loves you like a secret hobby they're ashamed to admit. Red flag number 3. You always feel like you're too much. Some of you are in relationships where expressing a basic emotion feels like committing a felony. You say, hey, that hurt my feelings. They say, you're being dramatic. You ask for effort, they call you needy. You try to communicate, they accuse you of nagging. Let me tell you the truth they don't want you to realize. You're not too much. You're just with someone who gives too little. People who don't want to put in effort will always make you feel guilty for needing it. You're not clingy, you're not exhausting, you're not difficult. You just want a relationship where your emotional needs aren't treated like a burden. If you have to shrink yourself to be loved, that's not love. That's emotional malnutrition. Someone who cares about you creates space for your feelings, not resentment. Red flag number 4. They make you feel alone while you're still together. This one hits harder than heartbreak. How are you in a relationship and still feel more single than when you were actually single? You comfort yourself. You motivate yourself. You support yourself. You're practically dating yourself. You just have an extra human attached to provide stress and nothing else. Loneliness inside a relationship isn't emptiness. It's suffocation. A partner is supposed to be a teammate, not a silent spectator. If being with someone feels lonelier than being alone, you're not in love. You're in emotional starvation. And you deserve someone who feeds your soul, not someone who watches you starve and calls it low maintenance. Red flag number 5. They only care when they're afraid of losing you. Ah, yes, the panic performer. This is the most toxic one because it feels like passion, but it's actually manipulation dressed up as effort. They ignore your needs. They coast through the relationship. They give the bare minimum. But the moment you stop chasing, the moment you detach, the moment they feel even 2% threatened, suddenly they're Shakespeare. They're crying, calling, texting, promising a new beginning. But here's the truth. They don't miss you. They miss the control. They don't want you. They want the comfort of knowing you'll stay. Every time you forgive this cycle, you teach them they don't have to treat you right. They just have to panic at the right moment. A relationship built on fear collapses. A relationship built on effort lasts. Let their actions be consistent, not seasonal. Listen closely. Red flags don't mean you're unlovable. They don't mean you're dramatic. They don't mean you're asking for too much. They mean you finally see the truth that love tried to hide. You don't fix red flags. You don't negotiate with red flags. You don't pray your way around red flags. You leave red flags. Because the right person won't make you beg, shrink, apologize, or question your worth. The right person will match your heart, your energy, and your effort. Love should feel safe, consistent, stable, like home, not a battlefield. And the moment you stop accepting the bare minimum, you make room for the love you actually deserve. Now go live smarter and stop dating headaches.